self, and then it's
That's
like
what I
you
mean.
lost now.
What
You
would
don't
you
even.
really do in that situation?
Play the self is something else.
It
What would
is.
you? What the person really
It's
do?
not. It's not what people actually thought it was.
It's
Like,
not.
oh, I never thought I
More
found
intense.
myself doing stuff like this. Like
Yeah.
people get into situations like that too, and actually start enjoying it. I never thought this would happen,
And
but it
sometimes the
did.
self is just along for the ride. It ain't even in control of nothing. It's just there.
It's everywhere. It's just
Hey,
there.
the self is just there to react to the situation.
You
It's
That's
gotta
just
how.
it's
you
like,
show a little piece of it. Just
Yeah,
puts
you
a
can
little piece.
notice it. Notice what the self is doing, like being excited about stuff and being
yeah,
sad about stuff, and then like it's another part of self that's like, oh, how you going through that right now? I see. Or it can zap into so-called first person and be like, oh, it's just tears everywhere.
yeah,
Like, oh yeah, I see that I'm crying. I see
yeah.
that this is going on.
But it's crazy because like even though life to me being the game, it's like everybody's trying to win in one way or another, but it's not a game that you can win. It's not no
Yeah,
winning or no losing.
yeah, because they came up with winning and losing in the game.
In
Yeah.
the game. Yeah, this was you feel me, a cheat code created in the game.
To come up with a line of finishing. Like, oh yeah, yeah. Well, now I won. Now you got to give me the stuff. Like
Yeah,
what? Hold on.
you gotta give me the prize. What's the prize?
Like, why is it that line that was close to you? Like, why is it this line over here?
Yeah. That's why I said, man, we primitive, bro. Humans are primitive. We primitive. We still work off the old programs.
Speak for yourself.
We
Well,
can't
it's
But
the
update
it's
the
program that
program.
too
worked.
many people around.
Program that worked that made us just like one step where we believe we're better than all the animals. So
Yeah.
that's all it is.
Harder, better.
Just
Because
one
remember, it's
step.
nothing but nature doing this. Like
Yeah.
nature as a whole, we're just like the apples and stuff. So
Don't blame it on
nature
nature.
controlling us. That's our big. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
The way that it shapes where we are, our environment, like the animals, like, or even if you want to call so-called spirit or something. Like we just Earth.
Yeah.
It's weird because that's how I feel now. I said, damn, it don't matter what I do or how I do it. It's all part of the thing. It's like
That one. Yeah.
it don't. I can imagine I'm doing all these things and make it up like I'm making all these things happen, but it's a part of the flow.
It's always been this a part of the thing. It's just that do you like the thing? Do you perceive or do you not like it?
I like it and I don't like it at times. Like I do like it, but I'm just saying
And
sometimes it can get a little and
yeah, but
that's
but from the trip, it's you've learned how to steer through that. Like, oh,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like it, but if I keep going through the don't like it part, I'm gonna get to see some more of this other thing. So I might just kind
Yeah.
of
It's like
It's
now like the don't like it part is like I don't even it's not even that I don't like it. It's like, oh, that's crazy. It's like, oh, that's crazy. But
yeah.
okay. Once you figure out that you only control yourself and how you look at things, life do become a lot more easier though. It don't change life because life don't stop being life. That shit does not stop life. It ain't taking no
like you
break.
said, your reaction to it, seeing
And
that
that's
stuff.
what it is. And that's what it
Like,
is.
oh, I thought I always had to say fuck you, or I always had to just
Yeah.
be like, oh, this is my whole day now. You done
Or that you
done.
Oh
couldn't say
man,
fuck you.
coming
Anyway,
to the
I
Discord.
can say fuck
Nah,
you
for
when I
sure.
decide to, but they just came up with rules to kind of make themselves get certain types of feels.
Oh yeah, yeah. And who can get the best feeling? Right now, the best feeling is what's on the market. Who can... And the best feeling is crazy because the illusion on the outside is creating the feeling on the inside. So
Yeah.
it's like they working together to fool you. They both working together to fool you.
Or just to show you what you're supposed to be, like what you really up to. Like, are you like something happened? A person probably say something, like, yeah, it's cool, like but in their minds think something else, and then
Yeah.
that thing that they thought about pop out later, and then like, what's going on? I knew life
That-
was like this. It's
It's
like, no, that's how
hey,
the person thought
that's
about it when they reacted.
that's the cold part that I like though about change, Just Ty, is that when you change, like your reaction still be like that fast reaction that you seen other people they reacted in that situation. But when you change, you'll hit that reaction, but then you'll see it and go, wait, what the hell? Like I don't want to dang the way I want to. I don't want to react like that no more to that situation.
Yeah.
Cause this is how this person act or that person act. You feel me? You start to just see it, but it's like you still sometimes have that crazy reaction to certain things. I
Well,
don't
you
know.
realize like what keeps attracting you, and like you react to it. Like you would think like you have like a thing that is your favorite thing in the world, and
Yeah.
nothing else could distract you from that. But all it takes is that thing to come dancing in the room, and you're like, your favorite thing in the world, you can't even pay attention to it no more.
Yeah.
You can't watch your favorite TV program or build whatever you're building or think or whatever you're doing because this other thing doesn't come into the room. And all it doesn't have to be whatever, it doesn't have to be even like an explosion or anything. Just a kid walks into the room and he keeps rattling a pencil a certain way.
Like, why are you rattling? Like
Yeah.
every time they rattle, it distracts you from watching the TV from a
Yeah.
random thought, and it's like,
Hold on, I'm posting this.
Yeah, you
and then
can build on to these things so big.
Gnostic Chef.
uh-huh.
Gnostic Chef
And then
said,
a uncle pop into their mind, or somebody that was restless too.
Yeah.
Gnostic Chef said he smoked some
Like, I'm supposed
DMT.
to be like
He said he smoked some DMT for the first time 2 nights ago. It was the best. I'm going to get me some more. He said on one of the hits, it completely removed the presence of time, and I thought I was almost stuck in a loop. It was odd feeling, but awesome at the same time. Yeah, that loop is crazy.
Yep, that's what we was talking about just now. That loop of change.
Yeah.
That is based off
Yeah.
and how much you swim.
Yeah, that loop.
If you go into the layers, it just be perceiving the thing.
But that's what I be feeling
You
like
put
we
time
doing
on
right
it.
now, Ty. Like we looping our feelings. Like we want the same desired feeling, that same good feeling all the time. So we look for it in many different ways, and then we just
It
loop it
moves
back
you.
to ourselves. And
It's fuel. It's music.
yeah,
It moves you.
yeah. It's fuel.
And I'm not sure if it's even a good feeling. It's just the feeling and a certain amplification. Because
Yeah,
you'll hear people
it's
listening
fuel.
to sad music, getting into the rage or getting into the joy. It's like any of those things that's the feel.
Yeah, there's a song that says you could be addicted to a certain kind of sadness. When I heard that lyric, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It's like you get sad and then you play the music and it becomes a whole fucking
Uh-huh.
sucker.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they understand
And
me.
then, like, even falling in love, you go listen to love music.
You gotta love me like
How come
Like,
you always get the right love song
the
though?
syndrome.
Like you always find
don't.
it.
You don't. It's like, okay, so the feeling is the fuel. So when you get the song, it's like you pouring the fuel into that.
Love song, baby.
And it's just like,
You make my heart beat go beep 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 beep. What's that?
It's like
You going in and out, Just Time.
singing. The song is set in the mood for. It's like the song is set in the mood for the sex instead of the own individuals that's in the room, like tripping and stuff. How much can you really bring out of yourself without any extra things going on? It becomes a whole mind game of how comfortable you are with bringing out stuff and knowing the situation and everything. then all right, we both familiar with Luther Vandross, so when we play it, we're going to be in that mood and just know that it's on and stuff like that, because that's how players do.
Yeah.
I got you. I play this. I light some candles and this. You know what this means? Instead of I'm here.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
wow.
just here. What do I mean?
Yeah. That is
you mean to me? You know what I'm about to do?
that is kind of deep because, like, golly, just the actions. A lot of actions already narrate the story. You know where it's going, just by watching the actions. Like you said, you throwing that Luther, you know, for UL it was R. Kelly. Put on. Yeah, they already know. You feel me? It's going down. It's going down. You feel me? That's wild. That's wild to even think about.
I was thinking about that yesterday again with Megan Thee Stallion. I was like, you know how many people is having sex to Megan Thee Stallion? I was looking at somebody in the middle of the concert in the stairwell. She was twerking for like 2 minutes and stuff, and everybody's like, yeah, she got it. She doing it. She got the spirit. I was like, yeah, that's going to travel everywhere now. Like the bedroom.
Yeah.
Everybody don't want to tap into it. Yeah.
Megan the Stallion.
That girl want to feel empowered when she on top. Megan make her feel like
But just like when they get themselves a car or something like that, they'll make themselves aware of everything that looks like it. Oh yeah, there go. Oh, it looks like it. That looks like it. I can go get me some of that over there. Or that person has the same thing that I have.
Yeah. No, that be that. I think that's why the commercials be like they is, because they.
Yeah.
Hey,
well, yeah.
When you be watching commercials and they show somebody playing with something and they make them look all happy. The kids see that and be like, Dad, I want that right there. I want that.
Come buy this happiness.
Yeah, come buy this. I got the best happiness for you right here. It's called.
That's in a movie, I think. You can get your happy here.
Thingamajigger. It's called a thingamajigger. Come get it right there.
What's the Hoosier?
It's kind of like that thing.
Nasty
kind of like
chef.
that thing they call. What's going on?
Yeah, what's up? Nothing, man. I'm glad because you was talking. I'm gonna let you. Yeah, go ahead and finish first. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that it's kind of like that drug, that thing they call hopium. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, hopium.
Yeah. Similar in that fashion to where you sell somebody something in the same fashion.
It's hopium. You can get hooked on hopium.
Yeah, that shit's strong.
You be buying hope all over. Hey, for reals, because they said the 99-cent store going out of business. Everybody was going, I hope I go up here this last time and find what I think I'm looking for. You won't even need nothing, but you going to go buy something because they going out of business. But, yeah, you was talking about you did the DMT for the first time.
Oh, yeah. So I ended up splitting like a half gram with a buddy. And then so I didn't have very much. I only got like, I think it ended up being my third hit because I was dabbing it. I was like using a fucking bucket or whatever. And then the first 2 times it was too hot. And so I watched the DMT just kind of flicker into a flame.
Dang.
And then burned away. And then the third, nothing happened. Like I inhaled everything and then held it. Nothing happened. So I'm like, oh, this has got to be too hot. So I just go a little bit lower. On the third one, I'm like, fucking shot me out a cannon. I was like, holy goddamn, what is this? And I could tell I hadn't gotten all the way there. It just felt like a really intense, like whip it high. Like I had just taken a fucking shit ton of nitrous and my body was buzzing. And I'm like, there's got to be more to this. So I heat up the nail as fast as I can and threw another little fucking 50 milligram thing in there maybe. Yeah. I couldn't even tell. I wasn't measuring it or anything. But then on that second one, it just fucking looped me. I like sat there for a second and I swear I felt like just time disappeared. And then like a slight buzz of like anxiety starts coming in. I can feel my heart rate going up, and I'm recognizing it all, and I don't know how to. It just felt like time wasn't really moving, so I could like sit there and recognize everything that was happening. And then I could see how some people would be totally terrified at that stage. Like I almost got scared, you know, like there was a half a second of a feeling of fear, and then I transmuted that shit right into love, and then fucking yeah, like not much later after that of me just realizing, holy shit, I'm kind of not in the right space or like not in the same space. I started coming back as soon as I started being like, oh, I'm somewhere else. I was like, oh wait, no, you're not. You're back.
Oh,
So
wow.
it was like it was interesting, but I got to get me some more.
Oh yeah, yeah. That loop is crazy though. It's a dope feeling, but it's crazy.
Yeah, it's the weirdest feeling ever.
Was it real intense when it first hit you?
Yeah, the feeling when the first couple of times it was just really, like I said, I felt like I was taking a huge hit of nitrous.
Yeah.
And my body's buzzing. Like there was this. Let me share this one experience. When I was like 21 years old, I remember being really into nitrous, and I was cracking these whippets, and I'm like taking them back to back, just back to back, and I remember like on the fourth one, I started thinking I was hearing God. I could remember telling myself, "Dude, did you hear that?" And then so every time the whippet would start going away, I would try to load it again to hear God again. I kept telling myself, "Holy shit, do you hear that?" So I would do the whippet and I'd be like, "Ah!" I never really got anywhere with it, but I do recall a feeling with nitrous, like I was hearing God. It was a very odd feeling, and then I kind of shared that same feeling with the Deems.
Yeah. Do you remember anything God was saying?
Like the only thing, I didn't really get too many visuals. That was the craziest thing for me. I was like closing my eyes, trying to see something, and I would see like what seemed like a kaleidoscope, kind of like flashing pictures without a full image.
Yeah.
It was like little circles even of openings in my vision, like bright circles would come, and it would be like I couldn't tell what was there, but I could just see there was something, and then it would like click over again, and then it'd be a lot of it was like really dark though.
What's up, Nasa?
So I don't think I broke through.
Christos. Oh yeah, you had just that was like the beginning of the
precursor. Yeah,
it's like crazy though, because Gnostic Chef, like I didn't think I broke through the first time I did DMT, but about the third time, that's when my first one came back to me fully, and like I had like a full breakthrough. Like when I seen it fully, bro, and I'm like going, what the hell? Like,
right.
Sometimes I'll be feeling like, you know, like your first DMT trip, like you see so much stuff, but it happens so fast you don't remember none of it.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't remember it, but as you start going and you start doing more, it'll take you back.
More comfortable.
Yeah, it'll take you back, and you'll start seeing what you've seen before, but it'll slow it down to where you can like really see what you were seeing.
It's kind of reminded me of like the beginnings of jumping on a roller coaster for the first time. You like jump on the roller coaster and you probably close your fucking eyes the whole time, and you're like clenching your ass, and just everything is like you're just, you know, you're like not having any fun.
Yeah.
And then you ride like your 10th, just finally allow everything, and you just release that tension, and you start enjoying it. So yeah, I feel like it's more or less like that's the feeling I got.
Yeah. Yeah, to where
I was still holding on, you know, like I think I was still like subconsciously holding on.
It takes
so that's why I never.
It take a lot to let go, though. It's not easy to let go.
Right.
I always feel like, look at it like, okay, it took me 46 years to build this, whatever it is I feel like I am. And for me to just let it all go, every bit of it, like it didn't happen and just forget it, like it's like, nah. Like, cause when you letting go, it's like you letting go of everything. Your mom, your dad, your kids, your brothers, your sisters, everything, the love, the hate, the everything, every bit of it. And it's hard. I think it's hard to just do that. Not for everybody.
Yeah.
It takes a minute. It takes a minute.
I did get like open eye visuals too, more than my closed eyes visuals.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah, like when I would look at things, like especially skin or like people, like I could see, I don't know how to, like I think it was just like I could see the blood running through their face or something.
Yeah.
Like it just looked like the skin was way thinner. Like I could see like past that first few layers of skin or something. It was kind of weird. I can remember that though.
Yeah, I think that'd be the dope part too. Like, it's like you see the blood at work.
Yeah, it's like it was weird because you could see like a concentration of red, like around certain points of like I don't know, like the nasal cavity, and then like around the eyes. It was like odd. I was trying to like my best to remember anything, to be honest.
I think that's where I used to trip out at, because I used to try to remember everything. Like as I'm watching it, I'm like saying it all over in my mind to try to remember it. Like in a lot of stuff you just don't be able to hold on to, because you will get to something that was more awesome than the last, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Make you totally forget.
What's up with it, Christoph? That true. This is crazy. I was just listening to a stream of True's from like 2 weeks ago, and I saw he was live, and I saw Gnostic Chef was on. I know Gnostic Chef from a couple other panels and communities out here. When was this? How recent was this, Chef?
2 nights ago.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, man. Like I've been blessed enough recently, the eve of the eclipse, to have family in town and basically get me a psychedelic care package, for lack of better words. So I got vape carts, and I had some honeys, and I drank some mushroom tea that night. But anyway, yeah, man, I definitely look forward to talking to you more about these things, man. I feel like there's a lot I haven't told you about, like. Not to cut in with other stuff here, really, but we'll talk more behind the scenes, Gnostic Chef. I'll get your email or whatever. But I just wanted to ask you, did you know about We Are Awake TV when I did the 2 live trip reports on his stream like over a year ago? You know anything about that?
No, We Are Awake. That was new to me, and I still haven't really got into the channel or nothing. Yeah.
Because when it comes to these DMT trip reports, man, I've shared a couple things here on True Life Stories before, but there's also a lot that I still have never really got to, go through and break down. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm at work, but yeah, man, I love hearing from people, even if it's just kind of like medium or micro experiences, any type of visionary states, whether open eye or closed eyes. Very fascinating, man. And last thing I'll say, and then I'll give it back to anyone else, the whole beings coming to you and telepathically communicating with you archetype is so real, man. When people talk about that, it's completely real. I've had that before. I'm not going to get into it right now, but it's some really amazing, awing experiences, man. So salute to you.
Yeah, it was I was blessed to find it, to be honest, because it was something I'd been looking for a while, and then it was like $65 for a half gram. I'm like, oh shit, this is expensive. And then
man, they put their own price on it when it ain't none around.
I know, and the funny thing is they kept trying to tell me how they're not making no money on it, and I'm like, they're like, we don't, because literally they were doing like mushrooms for the most part. It's where I was getting like these $60 ounces from this dude, and then which they were always really good. I had actually gotten through like 2 ounces of mushrooms before I even did the DMT. I had eaten 10 grams that morning.
Yeah, they said we ain't really selling this though. It's like, then why you so?
Yeah.
So look how high you high priced it. Turn the
Yeah,
price
that's
down.
probably why you
Son.
can't. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, if I were to find a better source, that'd be sweet. But I'm honestly thinking about just getting some of the mimosa bark and just trying to do it myself.
Oh yeah, yeah, cause that's what I did. I think I paid like almost 200 for my first gram.
Oh yeah, and then if you could, I know that's like a 1% yield when you get the mimosa hostilis bark. So if you buy like 100 grams of the bark, you should be able to get yourself a gram off of it.
Yeah.
And then those like 500 grams. There's actually somebody in, I think it's Sacramento, that's selling a kilo of it for like $170, which is 2,000 grams.
Yeah, damn.
And you'd be able to pull out 20 from that.
Yeah, dang. What they called it, the purple dye.
Yeah, the purple dye.
Yeah.
We're just dyeing clothes.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I do. Make shirts.
Yeah. It's a unique color, bro. You're not gonna find that shit nowhere else.
That's dope. You had your first experience though. That's lit.
Yeah, and then as soon as I seen you guys on, I was like, oh, I'm gonna come and share this.
Yeah, I tagged you in this video too, so you can, be able to just
did?
grab your experience
No
share
wonder.
it or whatever.
Yeah.
I tagged you
Yeah,
on
it
the
was
channel.
that shit's awesome for sure.
Make
Like,
sure y'all go check out Gnostic Chef channel.
I appreciate it.
See
But
where-
experience alone just like sent me. The weird thing is, my buddy that I shared it with, he was anxious the whole time. Like, he didn't even. I could see it on his persons, his aura. Like, I could just feel it on him that he was like anxious. He didn't know what to do with this little magic Egyptian dirt that he had in his hand.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Dang, he said anyone try Chris Cantelmo's crockpot method with the mimosa bark? Nah. I haven't.
Yeah, I was just about to bring up Chris Cantelmo when he said Mimosa Hostilis. And shout out to him.
Yeah, Chris Cantelmo was cool as hell. I'm glad I got to meet him and smoke DMT with him at the same time. I said, yeah, he was hella cool. He was one of the coolest. But
yeah, I'm not familiar.
yeah,
Does he have
man.
like a channel or what?
Yeah, he had a channel. He
I'm
Not
glad I
anymore.
caught a lot of those lives before he before they all got took down. But some of them he took down before his family had taken down all of them on his channel. Like, he had driven his truck, and I think he had dropped the tab as well. Like, some very funny lives and classic moments, man. He's a character, man. I really
I
appreciate
know.
what he brought.
I'm gonna go find the videos. I'm gonna go get the videos that I got of him and post them. Just post them on the channel. I'm gonna have to do that today. Matter of fact, let me go see if I can look through my thing, because I got a couple of lives with Chris Cantelmo.
Has anybody tried 2CB?
Nuh-uh.
Me neither. I kind of want to though.
I know. I was saying, damn, I still got the what they call the I still got the bromo DMT.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But I ain't really seen. I still ain't seen too many people use it. So I don't know the dosage. So it's like I just been holding on to it.
Have you heard of that one stuff? It's like Changa, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Where it's Changa, right?
Yeah, it's Changa. Yeah, we smoked
And then-
some on the beach.
Did you?
Yeah,
How was that experience?
it was cool. It was cool.
Was
laid
it
back.
light? Was it like a light?
Yeah, it
feeling
was.
like
It was
a-
light. It was light, but it was
Yeah.
still like that buzzing. It gets
Yeah,
going.
and it lasted longer. That's what I was told, that feeling will last a little longer than the 15 minutes or whatnot.
Yeah, I don't know. I think what lasted longer is to me was the vape.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, for me the vape lasted like 30 minutes sometimes.
Really?
Like, yeah, you like, you know how when it wear off and you just be kind of stuck looking around.
Buzzing. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you'll get up thinking it's gone and start walking, and
Yeah.
it'll come right back.
Wobbly. Yeah.
It'll come right back. You got to sit down right there where you at and just let it happen. And it'll do it like 4 or 5 times in like waves. Let me see if I got I know I got a couple of Chris Cantelmo joints. Okay, yeah. I got like four Chris Cantelmo videos. I'm gonna post these today. But yeah, I think that was the my best way. Well, I don't know, man, cause golly, the sandwich method was fire. The sandwich method was one of the firest ones.
Sandwich? What is that?
Yeah, where
I'm not familiar.
you put the weed, and then you
Yup.
put the DMT on top of the weed, and then you put weed on top of that, because when the weed on top start burning, it burns the DMT, so you know the flame don't hit it.
That's interesting because I tried to fucking throw some inside of a joint too, and I didn't really get anything off of it. I might have not put enough though.
Yeah.
You gotta do a pipe or you know, like bong or something for real.
Oh,
But
okay,
yeah,
yeah,
I've
yeah.
had the best blast offs of the sandwich method.
Yeah, you'll blast off the
Because it
sandwich,
probably
man.
vapes it, having it being sandwiched or whatever, so it doesn't destroy any of the chemical. Because I
Yeah.
know if it gets too hot, it fucking just from doing it off this bucket, like if it's too hot, you're not gonna get anything off of it.
Yeah, now you'll
You just
burn
don't want
it.
the direct flame.
Right.
Yep.
Burn it
Makes sense.
smooth up.
Yeah, yeah.
But that sandwich method, you can't burn. It's impossible to burn.
Right. Because it's in between.
Yeah, it's impossible. So when that cherry get down there and it hit it, you're blasting
Bye-bye.
off. Jester's gonna be flipping you off. Why they do that though? I never could understand why they do that. They like really be like, fuck you, flipping you off and jumping around and stuff.
Maybe the middle finger means something different there.
Oh yeah, it means welcome.
Right, maybe it's a welcoming, yeah.
Like Rick and Morty. I told him that's what flipping you off mean. It means welcome. Yeah, that would be crazy.
Yeah, I remember feeling like I was gonna have a panic attack. You know, the first major blast off I had, or no, it was the second one. I did 2 in one night, and that sandwich method, on God, man. I won't get into it all again right now, but I went through my 7 chakras, and literally my life flashed before my eyes like in a red tint. I was seeing all red, like that saying, and then my vision started cracking up, and I was like, oh, it came on so fast. The aliens started like humming and singing in this weird underwater tone. Like, it really will teleport you right there if you do the right amount.
Yeah.
You gotta brace yourself sometimes.
That's that sound I would hear on the whippets, like some weird. It's weird that you just described it like that, because that's basically how I would have described that sound I was hearing when I was on the whippets.
Dang.
Did anybody else get into whippets as in your younger days?
No, I did not, but I've heard other people describe that noise.
Yeah. It's just that wah 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 wah, and then it turns into something else. Like there's this crazy like wah 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 wah, just like this really loud noise, and then you kind of like zoning off into that noise, and then all of a sudden it turned into like some other shit. I don't know how to explain it. Like, this is fucking crazy. I haven't done whippets in a long, long time, but I still will always remember the experience.
I didn't, because at first I didn't even believe in like chakras and shit. And that one time when I smoked DMT, it opened up all my chakras. I heard them one by one going boom, 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 all the way till it just bust out my skull. And I was like, oh shit.
You know, it's a trip too. The idea of that time breaking down and everything, and they say that when we pass, that we go through a DMT little fit or whatever, like some DMT gets released on your exit, and I was tripping on the idea because Christos is like, yeah, I saw my whole life flash before my eyes. And it's interesting because there's other people that'll say that they had like a whole life experience that they shared in one of those DMT trips. And then it just makes sense to me if time kind of just breaks down and you don't register it the same, that you could kind of manipulate it and then assume that there's more time passing, less time passing. You kind of are in control of time in that stage. So I feel like, yeah, you're just like in God mode, and you're or at least like coming close to that creative force.
I don't want, after I say this, anyone else can get it. I don't want to talk too much, but I haven't been up here in a while. This is an exciting panel. I love these discussions. I've heard in a short by True Life Stories, the homeless guy Reese was talking about, I think he put it in the sense of getting bent over the space-time continuum. Well, I would put it in the sense of, this is how I described it yesterday to a friend. Whenever you blast off with DMT, it would seem that time and space as aspects of reality almost get put under an anesthesia, uh, where it's like, in a way, it feels like you can operate on your ego, in your life experiences. You can step outside time and space in a sense, and like put reality under anesthesia. Hence why it breaks apart,
that's
or we
really
seem
good.
to step away from it for a while.
It's really good. I like that. That's totally exactly how it feels, that you've put in time under an anesthetic so you can work on it. That's fucking awesome.
Gnostic Chef was just talking about that Baker Land Craft, because he said, I wonder if you could put it in a spliff or a blunt. Like he said he tried it. I did it once, but I like, you got to put a good amount, because when I did it, I was getting the buzzing, and I seen the lady on the moon, but I didn't like break through or nothing like that. It was like almost like wasting it, but not wasting it, but wasting it.
Yeah, just to get like that buzz.
I did that.
Yeah.
I rolled a lot of those DMT blunts. Yeah, I was trying to like do my own changa type thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
And I'd sit around the campfire and just, puff on it, and slowly but surely like start feeling in otherworldly type place, but still being like there.
Present.
Like still watching that fire. It was really interesting.
Yeah, I remember you was doing that. Yeah, you probably did DMT every which way, wild man, huh?
No, I still have plenty deeper journeys to come.
Yeah, I'm about to start back soon. I got some. I just ain't dove in yet. Like, I had a lot. Had the older kid here, the grandbaby.
Yeah.
I said, now everybody's gone. I got the house back. I said, okay, I can start back on my journeys. So
yeah, I still have a lot left. I actually have this. I bought this dab wax, and I threw a bunch of DMT into it and just let it melt into it. And so I have a ton of this like mix DMT in my hash, basically.
That sounds awesome.
So yeah, I don't even know what that time. I have no idea what that's gonna be like. Just smoking that stuff. It's gonna be very interesting.
That's probably gonna be a great time.
Yeah. I'll put a picture in the Discord of some of the blunts I rolled.
Oh dang! Hey, how many times? Like now, do you still do mushrooms every day, wild man?
Every time I'm working out, so it's like anytime I go to the gym, which is not every single day. So I mean, but most days. Yeah. So.
What would be your dose on a daily dose?
Oh, just a gram, but I throw it in.
Oh, okay,
I chew it up and I drink a bunch of cannabis oil, and then I smoke, and then I head into the gym, and I do a hot hot yoga routine and cold plunge back and forth and steam room, and just basically stretch out my whole body and go through like a super meditation. It's really interesting. I get to the point. I get to like a weird deep point where I'm looking at all the other people in the sauna, and they start appearing to me as like just broken parts of my like personality or something. I'm like, these people aren't real. They're just reflections of like, they're only here because the only reason why they're here is because they mean something in some way to me right now, and I have to like figure that out. And I can start feeling that. And when people be like sitting there like NPCs just chatting away, but there's something to what they're talking about, like starts making sense and stuff, and I'll be like over listening, and it'll get really weird in my mind, even though like I know they're probably just like normal people, but I'm tripping so hard that I can't help, because I'm doing it in public, that I can't help but be like, oh man, it gets weird hearing other people talk around you while you're trying to like, deep dive in there.
Man, it get real weird. Right. That's me diving in, trying to dive in and go to the concert. I said, ooh, it get real weird.
It's pretty weird, yeah.
But
sometimes, I'll just look at the wall, and like even the wall will start talking to me. Like I'll start seeing like eyeballs and serpents and all sorts of things, like tigers and shit, like in the wall, in the wooden design. You know how the sauna has got the wooden panels and that weird wooden design. I'll be starting seeing patterns in there, and then entities will start popping out of there and like talking to me. Yeah, it's fun.
That's what it is. It is definitely fun. It's definitely fun. But do you think it the mushrooms kind of help your workout?
Oh, 100%. Because man, I get so focused. I get so focused in my workout that I can go like into my muscles and into my body and into my breathing, and it doesn't feel like I'm doing anything wrong. It feels like I'm doing everything perfect. It's like automatic Tai Chi mode. You never even needed a lesson in your life. You're just all of a sudden you're doing qigong, or pranayama. Just like deep. Like I'm doing yoga, but I'm like I'm not doing anything, but I'm doing like it's freestyle looking. Even though I've been trained, I've done yoga classes, but I'm in a superior state of like actual yoga. It's not like, oh, this is yoga step one. It's like, no, I'm actually doing what yoga is. Like I'm in the moment. I'm unionizing my mind, body, and soul with God, like right there.
Yeah, right there.
And it gets so good. It's so cleansing. It's like rinsing out every cell.
Remember, Piano Key was doing the DMT in the deprivation tank.
Yeah, that's a good technique right there. Go deeper. Yeah, that's why the whole point of silent darkness is to block out every other distraction, anything that can distract you from focusing on what the actual DMT is.
And it's wild because like after a while, you'll be able to create the darkness and block out everything regardless. That's the part I think that's fascinating to me. Like you'll be able to block out the sound and everything. Like on shrooms, you can just make the sound disappear to where your ears will not hear nothing that's going on. There are some creative I can't even see that other part in here today. There are some creative minds. You got some heavy hitters.
Hey, you guys seen these cats out there trying to eat like 120 grams of mushrooms?
Well, are you talking about Kalindi Iggy, like the serious stuff, or just nonsense? Because
like the serious guys that are like they're eating every month, going up like 10 grams. So they'll be doing like 10 grams, say January, 20 February, 30 March, and all the way into December to where you eat 120.
Dang, what their experiences is like.
Well, in all honesty, the guys that I follow and my experience with dosing myself daily on mushrooms, it doesn't, to me, my tolerance blows out so fast with mushrooms that I can see how you can end up eating that much. Like in all honesty, like I could, if you have no tolerance and you go and eat a gram, you're going to feel it. But if you eat another gram 4 hours later, you're not going to feel it at all. Like, in my opinion, from my experience, like if I eat an eighth even, and then 4 hours later try to eat another eighth, I usually do not feel anything at all. And then, so I usually have to eat like a quarter if I want to redose. Like I usually have to double it. And then, so in that case, if I ate, let's say like 10 grams in the morning, and then I went and ate 20 grams later, you'd probably think I'm crazy to eat 20 grams, but I'm probably only going to feel it at a 10-gram level. So then,
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, some people,
so then,
it's like that.
Yeah, so I think it'd be pretty easy to build up a tolerance to eat 120 grams in a setting. It just would look fucking ridiculous. But if you were to just condition your body, I honestly think it would be not too crazy of a feat. And the guy that I follow that he talks about it, he even shares that sentiment to where he says that it doesn't really like get any crazier. It just kind of, he just says, it just feels as if I'm getting a little bit closer to the source. And yeah, so he's like, it just feels like I'm getting a little bit closer. But I'm like, you're eating a quarter pound of mushrooms, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, no,
That's intense.
Yeah, I remember just doing, doing 4-ACO and mushrooms. Like, when the mushrooms wore off, I took the 4-ACO and I did it to where I did the 4-ACO, and then when the 4-ACO went down, I took the mushrooms and it went right back up. But I did it to where I did just 2-3 grams every day for like a week straight and had a dope experience every time. I never had it to where like, you know, I like took mushrooms and like probably once or twice and it didn't give me like a fascinating experience or like it didn't kind of work.
Like a body high.
Yeah.
See, for me, it's always like I always get the body high, but I could just recently ate, like it was shit you not, it was 10 grams all in one setting, boom, and it had zero visuals.
Yeah.
Zero. It had nothing. It was all body for sure. Like I felt it, yeah. But I got nothing really out of it. It was a weird feeling to me. I was like, well, shit, dude, like how much did I need to eat then?
Yeah, I get visuals every time, man.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, like, yeah, visuals every time. It don't matter when I dive in, I'm going to get some visuals. Like, and it's crazy because a lot of people be doing a lot of things once they take their mushrooms. Me, I lay down. Like, I don't know. I just lay down. I lay down for hours, 5-6 hours. I only get up to go to the restroom and I have my water next to me. And I usually just lay there. I don't like to be doing stuff because I'm trying to dive into my mind or whatever, bro.
Yeah.
Especially like
I think laying down's way better.
Yeah, because once you start seeing those little lines and stuff, once I get like any kind of fractal visuals or anything, it's like I gotta lay down because I gotta see where they're gonna take me.
Yeah. Yeah, and the two strains that I've been recently, so the first ounce I got was the penis envy. The second one were the Jedi mind.
Oh yeah.
Jedi was light. It felt so light to me. I know I sound like a lunatic sometimes when I'm talking about it nowadays, but I can remember, like you said, eat 3.5 and just have the craziest visuals, seeing demons in the clouds with freaking severed heads jumping about, you know?
Yeah.
And then like all that type of stuff, staring at drywall and just seeing an infinite, like, huge battlefield of peoples with just death and all this crazy shit going on. If I'm looking at a stucco wall, I'll just start creating this madness, just this crazy shit, you know? But then recently, on a high dose, I wasn't able to even come close, and I think it was just based on me eating them every day.
That's crazy how some people would just do that.
Yeah.
But it's dope though. It's dope
it
because
is.
You get the mind thoughts still.
Right.
But I think I'm just like I'm hooked on visuals. I like the visual aspects of mushrooms.
Me too.
I'm addicted to the visuals because I don't know. It's like they speak in saying something. But then it's just dope because you just get you get the movie with the the movie with the sound. You get the movie with the sound, but that do be wow when you look at the stucco. Like I was looking at the stucco one time, and it was like it turned to like Egypt, and like people was like carrying bricks and shit, and shit like that, building something. I don't know what they was building, but I'm just looking like nah.
Yeah, some of my favorite things are to look at while experiencing visuals is drywall, stucco,
Yeah.
and then like the fence planks, like the fucking the veins on the wood on a fence.
Oh my god, yeah. And then you know
Yeah.
how they be having the little knob, little things. All
Yeah.
those be
Yeah.
turning into eyes on me. They be just staring at me. Like
Yeah.
that's trippy because like it to me it kind of lets you know how powerful your mind is because all it
Yeah, how
takes
creative it is.
yeah, how creative it is. It only takes one word to start a whole visualization, a whole visual aspect of things. Like if I'm looking at the stucco and I say it, that it will go all the way into a sentence. Like it looks like, you feel me, and it'll play out right there on the wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're just projecting like at a way stronger rate or something, like you're projecting your version of the hallucination
Yeah.
that you get to see or whatever.
Yeah, like even that last time when I had went in and like I'm sitting there, I'm just looking at the wall. I'm looking at the ceiling, and then I was thinking something, and that thought started a whole conversation with somebody that wasn't even there, to where my visual, I just went into looking at that person sitting on the side of me and me talking to that person. I don't know who this person is, never met them before, but we just having the conversation. And then when that person started talking, it went to another person. And now I'm somewhere else in the field talking to somebody in the field. And then like I'll be saying something, and then that person will start talking, and then it'll switch to somebody else. It kept on jumping, bro. It was trippy. It was trippy, but it was like showing me how my mind does this on the daily. Like, even when we just out and we like, say if we in the shopping mall or something, and we walking around and we just see somebody or say hi to somebody, and then your mind to jump to something else. Oh, I gotta go get this dishwashing liquid, and then but your mind to keep changing and making all these things up that it gotta do or what it's supposed to do, to where it's just creating a story. And it's like I was catching myself every time I would think a word. I would go somewhere, so I'll stop it. I'll say, stop. You got to stop thinking, don't think nothing. And even that, saying stop thinking, would create a whole nother story that will begin to play out. And then I'm like going, dang, it's like almost like my thoughts and my words is creating this illusion. It's helping make the illusion because I'm making it into a story or something. It was the trippiest thing, bro.
Of your own illusion.
Yeah, my own illusion. Like that's what I don't understand though, right? Like we already creating our own illusion, and then we just take somebody else's illusion and make it a part of ours. Like it ain't okay to create the illusion that you have. But I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta take off. I gotta go to work. I'm already late because I kept running.
I gotta get started on some school for my daughter. So we do homeschool, so I gotta get started on that too.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I've been seeing a lot of people doing homeschooling.
Yeah, it was on her decision. She's the one that brought it up. She wanted to do it, so I was like, well, yeah, of course. I didn't ever want to push it onto someone, based on, even though I had like a shitty time in school. But yeah. Anyways,
a lot of the older
you guys
people,
have a blessed day.
Hey, Gnostic Chef, a lot of the older people that I talk to today that are like 68, 70, they be like, man, I wanted to tell my kids' school wasn't about nothing, but I didn't want to do that because I wanted them to go and get the little education. But it was like it was bullshit.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it's interesting too, because when you do the homeschool, uh, if you make up your curriculum and stuff, they're pretty lenient on the stuff, you know, like as far as what you're teaching your kids, as
Yeah.
long as it's got some basic arithmetic and stuff like that involved. But yeah, no, it's a good experience as far as like the family too. Like, uh, she's always home, so it's crazy. It's a crazy different life for sure.
Yeah, I understand. But all right, bro, I'll holler at you later.
Yeah, and I'll come back and chit chat with you guys again.
All right.
All right, blessings, guys.
Yeah, and thank everybody out there for watching and tuning in. And yeah, Baker, you got to come and share that sometimes. Come in and share it. Chop it up with me about that going out into the wilderness off shrooms. What the heck? Bro, I done did it a few times, a gang of times. Yeah, I've been everywhere on the beach, concert. Yeah, Joshua Tree. I think I love when we come in and we share our experiences this way because it ain't no judgment. We don't have, we're not judging the experience. We're just saying, okay, this is what I experienced. This is how I felt. This is what I seen. There's no right or no wrong way to do it. It's just not. You feel me? And that's what I love. I think I like about sharing experiences. But I remember Christos was saying something like about you know, all the experiences I used to have on here. Like YouTube was tripping on me. You feel me? And I almost got my channel whacked off. So I basically had to take all my videos off and start all over. And that's why I'll be doing some of everything right now. Try to do some of everything because I don't want to get the channel knocked off and then we can't do this no more. Because it's like this the one place I know on YouTube that anybody can come and share their experience. You don't have to sit back and watch, especially if you diving in. You don't even got to be diving in. You can be having crazy dreams. You feel me? But it's always open for everybody to come in, share their experience, talk about, just life situations. And that's why it's called True Life Stories. But that's why you ain't seen a lot of trippy videos like I used to do because it used to be all about the trip. That's what I always wanted it to be about. But, it's a lot more going on and I'm not trying to get my channel messed up. You feel me? We came a long ways. We've been here a long time and there's people from everywhere that then came in and shared their experiences. There's from every country I can think of, people came in and just shared their trip story. Let's see, the old trips you have are great. Make them into a documentary, bro. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, they still, like, all my old experiences, like, if you go into the YouTube playlist, all my old experiences is there. They all here. If you go to the playlist, you're going to see my mushroom experiences. You're going to see my DMT experiences. You're going to see all of them in their own section. But I done went in so much that I don't go in as much as I used to. I'm busy doing stuff. You feel me? It's like, dang, one day, like I said, I went in and they said, man, you need to go on and go live your life. You didn't came in here a million times. And like, there's nothing that I haven't talked about on this channel. I said, there's nothing that we haven't talked about. We talked about everything. And I feel like now it's just time to just be. We can talk about this stuff forever, but it's time to be. You feel me? Show the change, be the change, live the change, and that's what's going on. And yeah, I'ma still be diving though. I ain't gonna never stop diving in. You still got the Kalindi interview still up? Yeah, the Kalindi interview is still up too. It's still up. Like I'm gonna post them Chris Cantelmo ones in. You feel me? Because I got like 4 videos with Chris Cantelmo that I took off. So I'm going to make sure I post them and get them back up. But like I said, like a lot of stuff that I'm going to be back posting, like all the old trips, is going to be for people that got channel subscriptions. Like, you feel me? I'm about to kind of switch it up because they got channel subscriptions. So they're going to be able to get all the old videos in one place at one time. So get a channel subscription. And I gotta go. I got work to do.